Good evening, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to the annual general meeting of SEDS Juniors 2026. My name is Dulitna Disanayaka, the Vice President of SEDS Juniors, and I will be your host for this event. A special welcome goes to our guest speaker, Ms. Benedetta Fasini, for accepting our invitation and being with us today. I would also like to warmly welcome the President of SEDS Sri Lanka, Mr. Uvindu Abesinghe, and the former President of SEDS Juniors, Timandi Eva Patirana. I am truly happy to see so many enthusiastic students joining us today, and I hope you will stay with us until the very end of the program. We have an amazing guest lecture lined up with the astronaut candidate Benedetta Fasini, who is joining us all the way from Italy. She will be sharing her inspiring journey and highlighting exciting opportunities within the space sector. In addition to that, we have planned a fun scavenger hunt at the end of the event. We will also be sharing our future plans and we hope you will join us as we move forward on this exciting journey. SEDS Juniors is not just about exploring the mysteries of the science, it is about growing together, learning together, and building the next generation of innovative thinkers and space explorers. We invite each and every one of you to join us on this adventure as we push boundaries and explore the limitless possibilities of the cosmos. Now, I would like to invite Vinuji Dahamsa, the Secretary of SEDS Juniors, to give an introduction to SEDS Juniors. Vinuji, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Dulitna. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Okay. SEDS Sri Lanka. What is this SEDS? SEDS stands for Students for the Exploration and Development of Space, which is a student-run, non-profit international space organization focused on space exploration, science, innovation, and education. It was originally founded in 1980 in the United States and has since grown into one of the largest student space communities in the world. What is SEDS Sri Lanka? Students for the Exploration and Development of Space Sri Lanka, commonly known as SEDS Sri Lanka, is the first Sri Lankan national chapter of this global organization. It was founded in 2018 by Amila Basnayaka and Thilan Harshana and has become the most active astronomy and space-related student community in Sri Lanka. What SEDS Sri Lanka does? Brings together school and university students passionate about space and unites members from many universities and schools all across Sri Lanka, and it holds workshops, talks, competitions, projects, and space events, and also provides opportunities to build real projects in astronomy, engineering, and space science. The mission of SEDS Sri Lanka is to unite students across Sri Lanka, build community, and develop knowledge and innovation in space exploration and related fields. The vision of the SEDS Sri Lanka is to be the leading organization in Sri Lanka for nurturing future space leaders and innovators. There are so many projects and achievements done by SEDS Sri Lanka. Let's see what are they. First of all, the project 1.0, Sri Lanka's first high-altitude balloon launch. And then NASA Space App Challenge, a global hackathon run in collaboration with NASA and done in eventually in every year. And international research campaign in partnership with Pine Stars. And also the Tapraban rover project, but in a competition with Sri Lanka's first Martian rover in international competitions. These projects give students hands-on experience in engineering, science, teamwork, and leadership while representing Sri Lanka on international stages. Let's see what is SEDS Juniors. SEDS Junior is the school student-based chapter of SEDS Sri Lanka among the 16 chapters under SEDS SM. It's designed specifically for middle school and high school students who are curious about space science and STEM. Here are some key goals of SEDS Juniors. To inspire students to learn about space, astronomy, and technology, and to encourage students to pursue higher education and careers in STEM fields, and also to build a community of young space enthusiasts across Sri Lanka. Also to provide access to space-related events, workshops, and activities led by SEDS members. Such juniors help bridge the gap between school curiosity and real scientific engagement, offering young learners opportunities that go beyond textbook to real exploration and innovation. Let's see why these sets matter. Such Sri Lanka connects students to a worldwide space community, and also it develops the leadership skills, project management, engineering, research, and communication skills. Also, it gives you lots of opportunities in international events, competition, and collaboration. Also, they encourage students to think beyond Earth into real space science and innovation. So, I invite you all to join with us in adventure. Okay, thank you. Uh, Dole, the mic is here.
Thank you, Vinaji. Now, I would like to take a moment to recognize and appreciate the outgoing board of officials for the years 2024-2025. We had Thimandi Heva Patirana from Anula Vidyalaya as the president, Taranika Dulmini from Anula Vidyalaya as the vice president, Chamod Hirushan from Mahinda College as the secretary, Senage Vijayasinghe from Anula Vidyalaya as the vice secretary, Dulitna Disanayaka from Museus College as the treasurer, Kavindu Mudalige from Dharmaraju College as the vice treasurer, Vinuji Dahamsa from Panipitiya Dharmapala Vidyalaya as the project manager, Taruja Vanaguru from Anand College as the chief coordinator, Hirusha Ranavira from Kingswood College as the chief editor, and last but not least, Sachinta Vijayasinghe from St. Sylvester's College as the coordinator. We truly appreciate the hard work that each and every one of you has put into improving such juniors and contributing to the space sector in Sri Lanka. As the current board of officials, we promise to carry forward the legacy of such juniors. Next, I would like to invite the former president of such juniors, Timandi Heva Patirana, to take you through the projects and events organized during the years 2024-2025. Aki, the mic is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Timandi Heva Patirana, the former president of SEDS Junior Sri Lanka. As we wrap up this term, I would like to briefly talk about what we did as SEDS Juniors this year and share a few thoughts from my side. Over the past year, our main focus was on creating opportunities for students to engage with space science in practical ways. One of the biggest things we worked on was the Space Podium, which was Sri Lanka's first science-themed speech and debate competition. We organized it in collaboration with Colombo Independent Debaters Society, and it was nice to see students engaging with science topics in a completely different format. We also ran the Project Arcane, which was an online webinar series focused on career guidance related to astronomy. The idea behind that was to help students understand what kind of career paths actually exist in this field and what skills are needed to get there. Another ongoing initiative was Cosmic Insight, where we shared space news and updates through flyers. It wasn't anything complicated, but it helped keep people informed and connected to what's happening in the space sector. Apart from the online work, we also conducted a few workshops in schools around Sri Lanka, and those sessions were honestly some of the most rewarding parts of the term because we got to interact directly with students and see their curiosity and excitement. And from my side, serving as the president this term was very much a learning experience as it helped me better understand communication, coordination, and the importance of working as a team. I'm grateful to the executive committee for their effort and commitment they showed throughout our term. And I would also like to acknowledge our members and everyone who participated in our activities, as your interest and involvement are what made these efforts meaningful. I would also like to thank the SEDS Sri Lanka Executive Committee for their guidance and support throughout our term. And to the incoming board, congratulations on stepping into this role, as you now have the space to take SEDS juniors forward in your own way. And I wish you a smooth and successful term ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Aki. Now it is time for the most awaited guest speech of the evening. It is my pleasure to warmly invite astronaut candidate Benedetta Fassini to share her inspiring journey with our students. She is an astronaut candidate with Titan Space, a NASA citizen scientist, an analog astronaut for the lunar mission, and a science communicator on social media. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and joining us today. We are truly honored to have you with us. Ma'am, the microphone is yours.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Benny and today I will talk to you about some opportunity you can start and try to understand how the aerospace world works. So I will also tell you very fast how is my journey and how you can join me and help me. So let me share my screen. Okay, can you see it?
I think it's still sharing.
Let me know if you can see it. Okay, I think we have some problems with Zoom now, but can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I will try to share again my screen, and then if it's not working, please share your screen. I will try again. one last time and then okay. Okay.
I don't think it's visible.
I can see that it's okay. Can you see me now?
Yes, we can.
I think I cannot share my screen because I'm not the owner of the meeting. So I'm so sorry about this, but please change the slides for me. Thank you. Can you go to the next one? Okay. Here you can see my summary. I am another citizen scientist, and I will tell you how to join me in these amazing projects. And also, I am an analog astronaut, and I will tell you too how to become one, because analog astronauts mission are now open to everyone interested. So if you want to join me on a future mission or to do some research, you can too. So can you please go to the next one? It's going to be very funny. Okay, I did some training at NASA and in the US. I did spacewalk simulation training and also Martian mission training. My experiment was to install an antenna to communicate from Mars and Earth, but we got some problems during the simulation, so basically we failed the mission. So this shows you how future Mars missions can be very difficult and hard, because also a simulation can fail. So if you want to go to Mars, please be prepared and do a lot of trainings, because if you, I'm sure between us there is a future Mars worker, and please train a lot if you want to go to space or Mars, because it's very, very, very complicated. Next one. Okay. Also, if you will go to space one day, maybe I tested your spacesuit for you, because I got the opportunity and the honor to test some spacesuits in simulators. So I can test, and I'm able to say if a spacesuit is safe to wear and safe to launch to space with someone inside the spacesuit. So if you go to space one day with a blue spacesuit, maybe I tested it. Next one. Okay, if you want to become a pilot or an astronaut, you have to do a mandatory training. It's called altitude chamber training. This is very important because in space, the oxygen is there is a artificial oxygen recycle and cleaning. So in space, and if you're a pilot or an astronaut, you must be able to understand if your body has enough oxygen or not. Because if you don't have enough oxygen in your body and blood, well, you can go crazy and not be able to do your mission or pilot a spacecraft or an aircraft. So if you want to become an astronaut or a pilot, please do this very, very, very important training. Is mandatory, and you are able to understand how your body works without enough oxygen. And it's very funny because next slide. Many pilots literally go crazy if they don't have enough oxygen. I don't go crazy. I just feel cold and I see the lights blinking. But it's very interesting because many people do funny things, many false sleeps, and you will be able to understand exactly how your body reacts when you don't have control on oxygen. And this is very curious, amazing, and can also be funny, but also dangerous. Next one. Okay, analog missions. I'm sure between you, there are many people interested in analog missions. I was an officer on the Luna 1 mission. Luna means moon. And my experiment was about growing seeds in complete darkness. During my mission, we got a blackout, a simulated blackout. Like we got, for example, to simulate a broken solar panel on the moon. And we were able to grow seeds in total darkness. And this is very important because you can imagine a future mission on the moon or Mars. And for example, on Mars, there is a dust storm and you cannot use solar panels. How can you live? Well, you have to understand how to live many days in total darkness. So if you want to be part of an analog mission, I will tell you how later, but keep in mind that it's not a game. It's very dangerous and hard, but it's very, 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 very rewarding. Next one. Okay. I got the opportunity to be selected by TSI, Titan Space Industries, as a candidate to a space flight. My space flight is planned for 2029, 2030, and it will be on board a space plane, and it's going to be an orbital flight. It's not going to be a tourist flight like the famous Blue Origin or Virgin Galactic. We are going to space to work. So if you want to follow our mission and our training, feel free to ask us or follow us on social media, and we will share soon everything we can. Next one. Okay, next one again. Okay, what is NASA Citizen Science? It's an amazing program open to, for everyone on the planet. You don't need to be a PhD student. You don't need to be Einstein to be part of this NASA project because it's easy. You can understand how to do an experiment or a research in a few minutes. It's mandatory to understand well the instruction because it's not a game. It's real NASA science. So if you want to be part of a project, you can scan this QR code and open the NASA website. There are many projects. I started with a project of citizen scientist, and now I am an astronaut candidate. So feel free to join us, but please remember it's not a game. It's real NASA science, and you will be working with real NASA scientists. So it's very interesting and complicated, but if you do some discoveries, you can be listed in the research paper. So feel free to open the website and choose a project. Next one. Okay, why is this project important? Well, because it allows us to collaborate worldwide. Everyone can work together. I can work with you too. You can join my team. I can join your team. And citizen science is open to everyone because it allows to understand the sea science from a very diverse perspective. Because I can see, for example, a picture of a galaxy. I can see it in a certain way. Maybe my colleagues from, I don't know, from the US can say, no, you're wrong. I think this one. So it allows you to exchange ideas and data with people all around the world. And just imagine science is amazing if everyone collaborates. Just for example, the International Space Station is the most important sign of global collaboration, right? And this citizen science is just like the space station. Everyone in the world works together for one goal: science and help NASA. So join us. It's free. You can also work for 5 minutes every day, but it's very, very, very important and interesting. You can learn a lot. Next one. I started with asteroids. This project is in my heart because I started classifying asteroids and giving them names. You don't need to study a lot, like 5 to 15 minutes, but you need to understand the tutorial and instruction well. You just need a computer or a phone, and it's better if you work with friends or colleagues so you can exchange ideas and data, so you can do an classification in the best way possible. So if you want to start like I started, you can try to discover and classify and name new asteroids. There is the QR code to the experiment, so if you want to join me, feel free to do it. Next one. Okay, cloud spotting on Mars. This is very, very important because we are helping NASA to understand the shapes and the composition of clouds on Mars. I'm not going to spoil you anything because this is very interesting and the tutorial is amazing. You can learn how to read data and the images from real satellites near Mars and rovers also. So this is very important because you will be the first one to see a data from that satellites and that camera, that thermometers. You will be the first person to work on that data. And this is very, very rewarding and amazing. Next one. This is open to everyone, also for kids, because you just need to take pictures of clouds with your smartphone or camera, and you don't need to study anything because NASA wants you to take pictures of the sky and the clouds and send them to NASA with using an app. So if you are just in your garden or in a street and see a strange cloud, you can take a picture and send it to NASA. And you are helping NASA just by taking a picture. This is the beautiful things of citizen science, because it's science in your everyday life. Next one. Next one. Okay, if you want to be help us do real science, real trainings, you can become an analog astronaut. Okay, but what are analog mission and who are analog astronauts? Well, analog mission help space agencies like NASA, ESA, and Roscosmos a lot because they are programmed on Earth. And during these missions, we do simulate a real mission, every challenge of a space mission on Earth by staying, for example, on a mountain, in a desert, in a wood, in the middle of nowhere, and you will live exactly like an astronaut, but staying on Earth. Next one. Okay, as you can see from the picture, this is a very small habitat in Poland called Analog Astronaut Training Center. And what we did during our mission was we simulated everything from the physical, psychological, and operational condition of a real space mission. We did experiment as I said before, we simulated a total blackout for a week. So you can imagine, okay, I'm going to do an analog mission and I'm going to take picture and have fun with friends. No, analog missions are serious. They are not a game. Do analog missions only if you really, really want to do one and if you want to do some experiments in a space-like environment. It's very, very heavy and demanding because you can imagine like you will be isolated from everything and everyone for at least 1 week to 1 year. Obviously, you can choose the duration of the mission, but it's not easy, and the goal is to prepare for real space missions. There are also some analog programs that mirror real missions in space, like for Axiom 4 mission, there was an analog expedition mirroring the astronauts on the space station and doing the same experiments to see the difference between experiments in space and experiments on Earth. So many analog astronauts have the possibility to work at the same times with real astronauts on the space station. So this is amazing. Next one. Okay, who can apply to become an analog astronaut and what can you do during an analog mission? Well, during an analog mission, you can take your own experiment to for example, my crew member was a doctor, so he used us as like test subjects. If you have an experiment, for example, on virtual reality, you can take your equipment inside the habitat and test them on your crew member to see how they react to VR. You can take your own research. For example, my research again was about seeds in space. And you can also join an analog mission as test subject. If you don't have an experiment, but you just want to see how you react to space missions, you can like apply for a mission saying, okay, I want to be a test subject. So now space missions are open to everyone, even if you are not a scientist. So don't worry if you are not a scientist, you can be part of an analog mission too. Next one. Okay, this is, if you click one time, there is a video. I hope it works. Okay, I don't think it's working, but the video was about me watering some seeds. And I don't know if you can see, but there is a spinning machine. And this machine was able to mimic the lunar gravity. And I'm not going to explain you how, because it's pretty complicated, but we were able to simulate the lunar gravity on seeds for a week. And we got some plants now. This was like soy sprouts. And we are very happy about this, because you know that growing plants in total darkness is very complicated. So having even small sprout in darkness, it's amazing. Don't worry, you can go to the next one. Don't worry about this. You can find the video on my social media and on my YouTube channel. It's just me watering the plants, so don't worry. Okay, as I said, analog astronauts are everyday people and scientists. You can be a doctor, you can be a physicist, you can be a tech expert, but also a civilian with a big, strong interest in space exploration, and propose yourself as a test subject. This is very interesting because there were many discoveries on test subjects. You can find online some reports about this. I don't know if I can personally talk about this, but you can find online many reports saying how civilians and like not trained people reacted to isolation and a very hard environment. So if you're curious, you can search online for some reports, and you can have an idea on how missions are. And if you want to know more about mission and how to join them, feel free to text me. I can send you some names and some links where you can apply for a mission. So if you have questions or like a doubts, please text me and I answer as soon as I can. Next one. Okay, and also why are them important? Well, just imagine to go to space without practicing first. It's almost impossible and very, let me say, stupid, because you must go to space knowing what you're going to do. For example, an astronaut can test and train to do a very complicated experiment on Earth first, and then be able to do perfectly in space without problems. Also, cost optimization. You can understand what equipment and what machines you need to do some experiments before actually going to space, because you can understand if there is a useless machine or if you really need one. So space agencies can save a lot of money by doing analog missions. Also the team dynamics. This is very important because you are stuck in a very small space from a week to a year with always the same people, and 90% of the time you don't know them until the mission starts. So you can imagine just people from different countries, different traditions, different religions, that they have to learn how to work well together and being like respectful to each other in a very, very short time. So team dynamics is very important. It's a very important study doing analog missions. Just imagine astronauts on the ISS that they are not like friends with each other, or they like don't work well together. Well, they risk to fail the missions only because they don't work well together. So all astronauts should do analog mission to understand and how to like be friends and work well with other people. For example, the Artemis 2 astronauts, they will live in a very, very small spacecraft for more than a week together, and they should work almost as a family. So analog missions are very important. And if you want to understand how you work with people you don't know, do that, because it's very important also for a personal level, because I was able to understand how I adapt and how I work with people I don't know. Next one. Some analog programs I recommend to you. My favorite one is the Analog Astronaut Training Center. I did my Luna 1 mission with them. It's amazing. You just have to apply and fill some forms, and then they will call you for the missions. You don't need to be like Einstein or a superhero to be part to this program. Also, Lunares in Poland, the Lunares is similar to the Analog Astronaut Training Center, but you have to do a very hard selection to join them. At least now there is a very hard selection, and you must have an experiment. So if you want to test your personal experiment, I recommend Lunares in Poland. Next one. Okay, also, if you want to test a space mission in a cave, I recommend Astroland. Astroland is in Spain, and you will live for like 2 weeks in a cave, underground in a cave. So if you want to study, I don't know, for example, caves on Mars, in the future, you can train and test your experiments on Astroland. Also, if you are in Brazil, I recommend Habitat Marte, because they are able to do some training also online without traveling in person. So if you want to start to understand how an analog mission works, you can contact Habitat Marte and ask them for a virtual test for a mission. So, and there are also many other programs, but I recommend this one because it's easier to join them for everyone. Next one. Okay, now everyone also always ask me how to become an astronaut. And I also say, always say, okay, but what type of astronaut do you want to be? Because there are many, many, many types of astronauts. For example, government astronauts. Government astronauts are selected by the government. For example, NASA. NASA is Roscosmos, and ISRO in India are under the government. So if you want to work for NASA is on ISRO, you have to apply for a section program started from your own government. Commercial astronauts. I am a commercial astronaut astronaut candidate, because I've been selected and trained by a commercial agency that is not under the government. I paid nothing, but I've been selected with a very complicated selection. And if you want to go to space, for example, without being under the government and with like very cool programs, you can join a commercial agency. Next one. Also, there are other two types of people going to space. For example, private astronauts. Private astronauts are not selected from a space agency, but they buy a ticket to go to space to work. But also, you can go to space to have fun. You can become a space tourist and buy a ticket to go to space just to have fun. For example, with Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic. I know you know them. I'm sure you know them. But to become a space tourist and private astronauts, the problem is that you need money. So I recommend you to join a government or commercial agency. Next one. Okay, the requirements. Each agency has its own requirements. Obviously, the government agency are very complicated to join because it's the government. So they have many secrets and the criteria are very strict. So next one, I explain you how. Okay, basically, you need the highest title studies possible. For example, the master degrees is the best thing you can have. I still don't have a master degrees because I am with a commercial agency and they accept also a bachelor degree. The best degree you can have is a STEM one, so science, technology, engineering, or maths. So if you have a science degree, don't worry, you are already in the right path. Also, experience. Experience is very important to join a space agency as an astronaut because you want space agencies want to be sure that you can do your job. And for example, you are a doctor, okay? If you have a lot of experience, space agencies will just like love you because you are a very um uh, like specialized doctor. So don't worry, do as much experience as you can. Also, if it's a short experience, it counts. Do everything you can and join every program, but you just need experience. Also, citizenship, this is a big problem because if you apply to a government agency, you must be a citizen of the country where the space agency operates. For example, NASA, you must be American. Roscosmos, you must be Russians. ESA, you must be a citizen of an European country. So if you want to join a space program and your country does not have one, don't worry. Commercial agencies are helping countries without a space program to develop one, to select astronauts, and to launch them into space. So don't worry if your country does not have a space agency or a space program yet. Commercial agencies are helping you. So just wait a few more years and there is going to be a possibility for everyone. Don't worry. Next one. Okay, and also this is a very, very important topics from ESA because if you have a physical disability, don't worry, you can go to space too. Because the European Space Agency started a program to select, train, and launch to space people with a physical disabilities. This is showing that space is getting open to everyone. So don't worry if you have a disability. One day you will be able to go to space soon. Maybe not as a super professional astronaut to do like a 1 year mission. Maybe you will do you will do like a few days missions, but you will be able to become an astronaut even if you have a physical disability. So don't worry, just wait, and there is going to be space for you too. Next one. Okay, how to prepare to become an astronaut? I get this question a lot because what you have to do, just study what you love, study everything, and be curious, obviously. And what if you don't like science? Well, don't worry. Just imagine a city on the moon or on Mars. Well, to make a city work, we need everyone: artists, artisans, farmers, chefs, personal trainers, teacher. Just imagine a future city on Mars. One day, there's going to be a child who was born on Mars. And for this child, we need doctors, teachers, trainers, and everyone to help in the city. So if you are like, for example, a personal trainer, well, maybe in the future you can be a personal trainer for scientists on Mars. Who knows? So if you don't like science, don't worry. Space is for everyone now. And this is the beauty of space, right? It's for everyone. Next one. This is very important. Stay healthy and stay fit. You don't need to be an athlete. Don't worry, I'm not an athlete. Just be fit and be okay with yourself. Just stay trained and you will pass every section exam. You will be okay and good. So be fit, do sport. It's okay even if you like your sport is walking or running, don't worry, just be okay with your body and everything is going to be okay. Next one. Also, this is very, very, very important because many people say me, okay, hey, but you have glasses. How can you be an astronaut if you have glasses? Don't worry, to go to space, you don't need a perfect vision. Many people think that astronauts must have a perfect vision. No, it's not true. It's a fake news. You can have glasses or contact lenses, but you need to see well wearing them. Be careful because sometimes if you have had like surgeries in your eyes, this is not always accepted. So if you can choose for the glasses and everything is going to be okay. And then again, experience. If you like diving, skydiving, new languages, do them. Learn to do many things. Also, learn how to work in a team. For I think almost all of you are students. Learn to work together in a team. For example, to study. You can create a study group when every day one of you explains the topic to the other, so you understand how to explain things to your friends and colleagues, and you understand how to learn new information and new materials from other people, because learning and working together in a team is essential. If you're not able to work in a team with other people, you're not going to be an amazing astronaut. So work in a team with your colleagues, friends, and family, and this is the most important training you can do. Next one. Also, if you can, obviously, attend the events and conferences. Like today, this is an event that can help you. But I also recommend to joining the IAC, International Astronautical Congress. Why is this important? Because it's the biggest astronautical event in the world where almost everyone in this sector is present, and you can meet people from this sector. You can also do interviews for a job, show people and to astronaut your research. So if you can join a conference or the ISC, please do it, because this is the best stage you can join ever. ISC is very important. If you have a research and you don't know how to make it like known to the public, join ISC, because it's very, very, very important and famous for you. Next one. Again. Okay, next one. Okay, sun myths. Again, as I said, many people say to me, okay, but you have glasses, you can't go to space. No, I can go to space wearing glasses, but also many people don't know that you don't need military experience to go to space. Yes, okay. Years ago, it was mandatory, for example, for the Apollo program, but now almost all the astronauts are civilians and scientists. So if you don't have military experience, it's okay. Also, you need to be a pilot. No, because space agencies will teach you how to pilot aircraft and spacecraft. Okay, if you are already a pilot, better, because the selection is going to be faster for you. But if you're not a pilot, don't worry, you are just a scientist and you will learn how to pilot everything once you join the astronaut training. Next one. Also, if you scan the QR code, you can see, you can read other myths about astronauts. Some of them are funny, and if you have other questions about myths, things you think that they are true, but you're not sure about this, ask me. I can tell you if this is true or fake. Also, again, you must be an athlete. No, you just need to be fine with your body, fine with yourself, and fit, do sports, and you're okay. Also, you must be an aerospace engineer. No, many astronauts are a doctor, physicists, mathematicians, tech experts. So don't worry if you like maths or biology, study them. it's okay. You just need to have a scientific mind, and every space agencies will appreciate you. So if you like, for example, I don't like engineering too much, and so I am in physics, and this is okay. So don't worry, study what you love. Also, a very important topic field now is medicines, because we need astronaut doctors on the moon and on Mars. So if you're a doctor, even better. Next one. Also, you must be a genius. No, I'm not Elon Musk. I'm not Einstein. I'm just a normal person who likes to study. I do my best, and it's okay. Astronauts are not geniuses. They are not like Elon Musk. They are not like Einstein. They are normal people like all of us. And also, many people tell me, "You're not American. You can't become an astronaut." Okay, I can't be a NASA astronaut, but I can be an astronaut for Europe because I am from Italy, that is in Europe. But also, I can be a commercial astronaut. I been selected by commercial US agencies. So, okay, I'm not American, but I am in an American agency. So don't worry, just search online on when you apply for the requirements, because now the citizenships is still a very, very big problem. But if you join a commercial program, don't worry, it's not relevant your citizenship. So feel free feel free to apply to every space program. If you fail, apply again. Many astronauts applied more than 10 times before being selected. So don't worry if you fail once. Keep going, and like one day you will be successful. So apply every time you can, every opportunity, take them. Next one. Do you have any questions? Also, if you are shy and you don't want to ask me the question by voice, you can text me the questions. It's okay, I'm shy too. So feel free to text me and contact me. I answer as soon as I can, and I'm very, very happy to answer to your questions. So don't be shy, and there are not useless questions. All the questions are important. So don't be scared, ask anything you want.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your inspiring journey and valuable insights with us today. We truly appreciate the time you took to be with us and for motivating our students. Now we will move on to the Q&A session. If you have any questions you would like to ask our respected guest, please share them in the chat. I will read out your questions so that she can respond to them. So we have 10 to 15 minutes for the Q&A session. So y'all can start sending the questions. So I have a question to start with. What are the experiences we need to be an analog astronaut?
It depends on the program you want to join. For example, if you want to join the Analog Astronaut Training Center, you can just go, even if you are only curious about this. I know many people who join a mission, analog mission without science experience. So if you just want to join a program to be a test subject, or just because you love space and want to do an amazing experience, you can join them. But if you want to join more complicated programs, you must have your own research and be mentally okay. There are not many requirements, just experiment, science background, and mentally and physically okay, and then you are good to go to any mission. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Um, Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We have another question. It says, what kind of struggles you had to face while being an astronaut? Like, what are the goods and bads of this journey?
The good things is that I was able to join an amazing family of people who is working for one goal, that is opening space for everyone. My agency's goal is to open space to almost everyone in the world, also very, very young people. But the bad things was not from inside the aerospace field, but from people who hated me to be uh, successful, even if I don't consider myself successful. I'm a normal person who is doing their job, because I got too much hate from people who hated me for nothing. Just because I got selected, they started insulting me. Also because I'm a woman, I got too many insults and bad word from other people. But if you are able to ignore them, there are not many bad things in the astronaut career. So just try to be mentally strong enough to don't listen to insults and ignorant that likes to destroy you. So uh, everyone will have AIDS one day. So just think that, okay, I'm successful, I did it, and I don't care about people who want to destroy me.
That's really inspiring. Thank you so much. Can we please open the chat? Because it says that the chat is disabled. Oh, yeah. So we have a question. As a high school student aiming for a career in space science, what area should I focus on in the coming years to strengthen my path towards NASA?
There are two things you have to do. The first one, it's a little complicated because NASA only accept American people, citizens, or people working for other companies and agencies that are sent to NASA as a collaboration. So, for example, I'm Italian and I'm working with Titan Space, and Titan Space can send me to NASA, for example, to work as a collaboration, even if I'm not American. This is the main problem. Uh, to join NASA, it depends on what you want to do. For example, astronaut, you must have a science career, a lot of experience. Almost everything, every degree and paths in science is okay. Like everything that is scientific is okay. If you don't want to be an astronaut at NASA, but just do some office works, for example, NASA is searching for many lawyers now. So if you're a lawyer and you can try to join NASA, also for example, for international relationship between countries and NASA, you can try to join them. So even if you're not a scientist, you can help NASA, because I think lawyers are very important at NASA. For example, there are other fields you can join NASA. I'm doing this example of lawyer because we need lawyers in the space exploration.
Thank you. We have
Right.
another question. It says, if I want to pursue astronomy in the sense of particle physics or any other theoretical field, would I be going in the same path you explained, or would the procedure be different?
It's okay. You can apply to any program from the moment you have a degree. So even if you don't have a lot of experience, you can start to applying to every program. For example, I'm still studying. I'm still a student like you, but I applied because I have a lot of experience and they selected me. So you you don't have to follow my journey because I did this. If you don't want to do an analog mission, don't do that. It's not mandatory. It's just a curious thing you can do to understand how you react to mission. If you don't want to be a citizen scientist, don't do that. It's not mandatory, just a collaboration. It's to understand how it works. Just finish your studies in science and do some experience, and then you can apply everywhere.
Thank you. The next question says, what other languages do we need to learn to become an astronaut?
At the moment, you must know your language and your space agency language and English. For example, Russian astronauts know Russians and English because on the space stations there are two main languages, English and Russians. Also American astronauts are studying Russian. If you one day you will go to the Chinese space station, you have to learn Chinese. So everything depends on the owner of the spacecraft and on the owner of the space station. So maybe one day there's going to be an Indian space station. You must know the English and languages in India. There's going to be, I'm doing an example, an Italian space station, you must learn Italian. So because you must be able to communicate and talk with other astronauts. So mainly English. English now is mandatory for the International Space Station. And then the language of the spacecraft and of the station.
Thank you. And we have another few questions. One says, can a US green card holder apply for an astrophysicist post at NASA?
Green card, or if the green card allows, I don't know the green card, I don't have it. But if the green card allows you to join government programs, yes, you can. The best thing you can do is to email NASA. On the NASA website, you can find many contact email. You can ask them. I'm not sure about this, so I'm not saying anything because I don't want to give you a wrong answer. The best thing you can do is to contact NASA by email, or sometimes NASA answers on Twitter too. So you can try to ask them. Don't worry about this. If you have the green card, you are near the citizenship, so maybe one day you will be a citizen and everything is going to be normal for you. Just ask to NASA. I don't want to give you a wrong answer. I'm so sorry about this.
No worries. I hope that answers the question. We have a lot of questions. I'll just choose a few because of time issues. There's a
If
question
I'm not,
also.
if the time runs out, you can text me by email or social media and I answer to you. Don't worry.
Thank you so much.
You're
One
welcome.
question asks, does age matter in analog missions?
At the moment, you must be over 18 and there is not a age limit after 18. And there are some agencies like Habitat Marte who do they do analog mission with very very young um, analog astronauts too, but they are not, in my opinion, they are not like serious enough because kids don't have the science preparation to enjoy and do a mission. So if you are students near 18 years old, you can do missions. I think in the analog astronaut training center, you can be also 16, but with your family approval, obviously.
Um, what roles can a person that is only into theoretical sciences play in a space project?
Almost everything you can do, all the theoretical part of the project, almost everything. So I think you being a theoretical one is better because you can work on the theory part. So don't worry, it's science. It's okay. You can be also an astronaut because you have a science background. You're perfect.
Mm, There's a question saying, can I be an astronaut with a data analysis degree?
Yeah, I think you can be an astronaut because you work with science and data. So yeah, why not?
There's an interesting question asking, what are the other careers or jobs we could involve at NASA or astrophysics related other than astronauts?
You can do almost everything at NASA, from like creating and launching telescopes to like choosing road to follow. For example, the rovers on Mars. On Mars, you can choose where to go. If there is for example, a very strange rock, you can tell NASA, hey, I want to go study that rock. You can ask NASA to start a new program or study on something you think it's very important. So you can do almost anything at NASA. You can also teach astronauts everything you know. You can be an astronaut teacher, astronaut trainer,
Oh,
and you
that's
can do
really
almost
interesting.
everything. Yeah. Mm,
Okay, we have another 10 minutes to answer the questions.
it's okay.
So one question says, for students interested in astrophysics or planetary science, what steps would you recommend to prepare for contributing to space missions in the future?
Just keep studying and find opportunity to collaborate with other scientists and do your best. There is not something, what can I do? Just do your best. Don't try to be the best of the best. Just do your personal best, because if you do too much, it's going to be very heavy and you will not enjoy the process. So do everything you can. Don't do too much, because you will finish to hate what you do. Really, I'm serious. But keep studying, keep working on your projects, and it's okay.
Thank you so much. The next questions asks, I really struggle finding ways to study astronomy. I feel like school lessons aren't enough. What are the ways I can get lessons?
You're now in high school.
Yeah. There are
Okay,
students from like 11 years old to
okay.
18.
For me too, astronomy in high school was not enough for me. But in high school, you have to study many topics, and only astronomy is impossible. So I think you can just start reading books about astronomy, watch like documentaries about movies, attend events, and just wait for your university path, because in university you will really start studying astronomy. So just only the fact that you are studying astronomy in high school is amazing, because not many high school do astronomy. So if you want to do more, just try to join events like this one on reading books and research papers on astronomy. And I think you will be ready for university about astronomy.
Thank you. The other question asks, which areas of space exploration or research do you find most promising, and where do you see the greatest opportunities for new scientists?
In my opinion, now robotics is very important for space exploration, because if we want to explore better the moon and Mars, we need the help of robots. We can't go to Mars alone. Just only for the rovers or landers, we need the robotics. Also AI, because AI can help us to read and study data. So if you study robotics, AI, it's perfect. Also medicine, because astronauts on Mars and on the moon, we need a lot of medical assistance, because it's totally new. It's a very long journey. So medicine is also important. And opportunities for new scientists is just to try to use what you studies. Just imagine your experiment or your research already on the moon or already on the space station. It's very important to imagine, okay, I want to create this AI helping astronauts to navigate on the moon. Okay, I can imagine that it's already on the moon, and what can I improve or what is useful or what is useless. Just imagine what can you do if you are already there. I hope it's clear, because just imagine to already be on the moon.
Yeah, that's really cool. Another question asks, can you tell me the path to become an engineer at NASA?
Just study engineering, get a degree, get experience, and then apply at NASA when they open a position. Obviously, you must be a citizen or work to a company that collaborates with NASA. Just finish studying and apply.
Another question says that, what are the subjects that we need to be an astronaut?
What are the subjects?
Subjects that we need to be.
Science. At the moment, science. Now, every science degree, science background is very important. In the future, we need also space architects, personal trainer, like I said, everyone. So if you don't like science, don't worry. I will send you in the chat my email, so you can send me a question, because I see a message of the time. So I want to answer to everyone, but I know there is not enough time.
Yeah, like in right now, there's only one question left in
Okay.
the chat.
Okay. What is the question?
It asks, during your training, what was the most valuable lesson you learned about working in space or in extreme environments?
The most valuable lessons is that you must be able to work together in a team with other people. You cannot work alone in space. Also in space, but also for space. You cannot do this alone. The space station is the most important example. You must work well with other people. You cannot train, you cannot go to space alone.
Yeah, thank you so much. And
You're
thank you
welcome.
everyone for your participation and for asking questions. I hope I read out all the questions and we were able to go through everything. Thank you very much, ma'am, for taking the time to answer our questions and for sharing your knowledge and experiences with us today. It
You're
has
welcome.
truly been an honor to have you with us, and we are extremely grateful for your valuable contributions to this event. So before we move on to the next segment, I kindly request everyone to turn on your cameras as we would like to take a group picture with our guest. Can everyone please do on your videos? If everyone has turned on their videos, we can take the picture now. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you all for your cooperation and thank you for joining us today. It's really an honor for us. Now moving on to the next segment. I would like to invite Navida Jaivira, the president of SEDS Juniors, to introduce the incoming board of officials and to take you a glimpse of our year plan. Ayed, the mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Dilitna. Hope I'm audible. First of all, very good evening to all of you. I would like to officially introduce myself. So I'm Navid Jaivir from Nalanda College, Colombo, and I'm deeply honored to serve as the president of SEDS Juniors for the year 2025 and 2026. And I would like to say I'm truly glad to be part of this movement and to have the privilege of leading the first ever SEDS Juniors chapter in the world. I hope that together we can achieve great heights and set a benchmark for future chapters globally. So to make this vision a reality, I have a fantastic team beside me. I would now like to introduce the incoming Executive Board of Officials for the year 2025 and 2026. So serving as our Vice President is Dulitna Disanayaka from SES College Colombo, and taking on the role of Secretary is Vinuji Patuangale from Panipitiya Dharmapala Vidyalaya, and assisting her as our Vice Secretary is Taviru Hansada from Rahula College Matara. And to manage our finances, the Treasurer of SES Juniors is Senuja Chaturanga from Royal College. And joining him as Vice Treasurer is Taruli Devendra from Mrs. College Colombo. And then our coordinator for the is Supeja Fernando, also from Mrs. College Colombo. And finally, leading our initiatives as project manager is Navidu Jayavardhana from Mahanama College Colombo. And this is our leadership team, so team of SEDS Junior Sri Lanka for the year 2025 and 2026. Now, with that out of the way, I'd like to present our year plan for the years 2025 and 2026. Well, as we look up at the stars tonight, it is my absolute pleasure to walk you through the exciting roadmap we have ahead for SEDS Juniors. We have an incredible year plan focusing on innovation, education, and taking astronomy to every corner of our island. So our first project, we are continuing our highly successful Creative Astronomy Awareness Poster series, but we are also digging in deeper. Cosmic Insights. The series highlights the latest discoveries, major missions, and essential space updates. Our goal here is simple, to make the vast universe accessible to everyone, right from their screens. Education is the backbone of almost everything. As our guest lecturer even said, related to space science or not, I am thrilled to announce that we are planning an educational webinar lecture series with the main goal of educating young minds, such as yourself, in the topics of space science. We won't be just reading from textbooks. We will be bringing in expert guest lecturers from diverse space fields to give you real-world insights. Then, this is for the avid photographers and observers among us. We are planning on launching an all-island astrophotography competition. Whether you have experience with a telescope or you are even if you are a beginner, this competition is open to all skill levels. The stakes will be high, and the best images and photographers will be selected as national winners, and they may get a chance to represent Sri Lanka on an international stage. Then, the most important of it all, SEDS Juniors isn't just about competition, it's about community. Our outreach events remain a top priority within this year. We will be organizing night camps and hands-on astronomy workshops, focusing on reaching rural and underrepresented communities who may not have easy access to science education. With the incredible support of our district coordinators through our own initiative, Space Pioneers, we are taking telescopes and knowledge to the villages, ensuring that every child has the chance to look up and dream. If you're planning to have us conduct an event at your community, don't hesitate to reach us. Then, this is for the innovators and engineers among us. We are planning to conduct a research-based prototype building competition to see what unique ideas Sri Lanka has to offer. This will be an online, innovation-based research challenge, which will challenge you, and we will be looking for the most innovative ideas nationwide. If you like tinkering and solving complex problems, this will be your arena. Finally, our flagship event, SEDS Juniors Astronaut. This will be both gathering and a competition where we expect to conduct hands-on stargazing and engaging space activities. This will be at the end of our year awarding ceremony, honoring the outstanding winners of various competitions, and this will also serve as a gathering to our community. So this is the end of our formal year plan. We have a lot more planned, from daily news updates to building lunar landers and research competitions. and online lecturers and go into rural villages to inspire the young generation. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the Galactic Gathering.
Thank you, Aye. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Ovindu Abesinghe, the President of SEDS Sri Lanka, to share a few words with us. Aye, the mic is yours.
Right. Hello guys, good evening. So I think I'm audible. So right, okay. Looking back at this year, I think Timandi and the team did a very good job leading the SEDS Juniors chapter so far. Right, and also congratulations to the newly appointed executive committee. I think you guys would be doing some great job also. Looking at SEDS Juniors actually. So why SEDS Juniors is special, right? Among other 17 university chapters, I think SEDS Juniors is the most valuable and important chapter to us because it doesn't actually contain the universities or anything. We have the future of Sri Lanka as well as the future of space industry in Sri Lanka with us in SEDS Juniors. SEDS Juniors is not like doing a hobby in university. It's the main thing that will create the future of space industry in Sri Lanka. That's why SEDS Juniors is important to us also at every time. During this past year, during my term, I tried to give the best from Sri Lanka to juniors because you guys are the future of Sri Lanka as well as the Sri Lankan space industry. There's a saying that I always believe. That is, we live in this planet for a small time. So do what you love what you do. That's the main motivation behind SEDS and why I applied for SEDS and SEDS SLTC in the past year. During that time, I think during the last 4 years, actually, I'm in final year now. My university life was actually behind, went with SEDS. Looking back at my university life, I would say the most happiest things happened in my university life was with SEDS. That's why also I think volunteering such young age, like in school age, that would be greatly beneficial for you guys also. Because when looking back at my age, like I'm now 25 years old, kind of old, yeah. Looking back at university life, actually, the past 4 years, I think my happiest place was SEDS, Sri Lanka. Was that I think to you guys also, one day looking back at your journey, most of you guys will think the time I have volunteered is the best time of my life. It's like a prophecy actually. So wishing good luck to all of you guys. I'm not going to take long to talk about what it says and other stuff. The main thing I want you to remember is always do what you love, as I said before, and love what you do. At that time, I think you will find anything, will find the love you are doing in the volunteering space. So continue to do your thing, keep questioning yourself, and also ask questions and explore more. Thank you and good day.
Thank you, Aye. Now it's time to dive in and have some fun. I would like to invite Senator Lina, the treasurer of SEDS Juniors, to take you through the scavenger hunt. Get ready, everyone, and happy hunting. The mic is yours, Senator.
Well, thank you, Dulitna, and good evening, peeps. I hope I'm audible and you can see the screen. Dulitna, can you clarify?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see the screen.
Great. I'm Linath, and I'm your host for the interactive session of this Galactic gathering. Now, yeah, I know the stuff we had, the stuff we learned, they're really valuable, but maybe a little bit boring too, right? But no, the guest speech was awesome. There wasn't anything bad in it. But now let's do something real fun. And I know some of you guys have been eagerly waiting for this moment to come, and here we are. Simply, we're doing a game, a scavenger hunt, or precisely, a code hunt. Yeah, it is. I'll tell you all of the information in a minute, like the rules and regulations, what are the things you have to follow, what are the things you have to do. But now is a story time. Listen carefully with all your ears. Early this week, an Earth spacecraft transmitted a final distress signal. Short message, no coordinates, no crew status. Just one line. System failure, manual reboot required. By the time the signal was received, all astronauts on board were already unconscious. Life support is unstable, and navigation is out of the place. And the onboard AI has locked itself to prevent total failure. And there's only one way to bring the spacecraft back online. They are the manual authorization codes. That authorization code was not stored in one place. To prevent sabotage or extreme failure, the AI has scattered it into 5 separate words. They're encrypted using different methods and hid them across multiple transmissions. Those transmissions were quietly released before today. And now you, a space pioneer on Earth, have to decode this and hopefully save the mission, earning the love of the whole world. The task is simple. Decrypt the codes, reboot the spacecraft, restore all the systems, and save the mission. The clues are out there, the clock is ticking, and the spacecraft, it's waiting. Well, dear people, story time is over. Now I assume that you guys already have a basic idea of what needs to be happen. So let me do a breakdown. Pretty simple. This is a secret code made out of 5 words. The 5 words are encrypted and they are stored in 5 different places. Clues are given in the next slide to take you to where the codes are stored. So these are the clues on pathway. The codes were transmitted from the very first day the Galactic gathering was announced. They are stored in 5 separate pieces, each hidden in plain sight. You can find these pieces through our official Instagram, the WhatsApp channel, the official SEDS Juniors WhatsApp group, or the biggest hint of all, in the event flyers that were released prior to the event. Collect all the 5 codes and decrypt them. Once decoded, search for the final clue to determine the correct order of the codes. Submit the arranged code in the correct order through the portal to complete the mission. And the portal link will be sent to the Zoom chat box in a minute. Now what you guys, so simply your 10-minute timer starts exactly now. You can find the flyers, you can decode and then submit. Good luck to you all and have fun. And if you have any questions, please direct those questions to the Zoom chat and we'll be happy to answer. All right, guys, to make things hype up, I'm going to reveal the rewards too. But before that, there's a question. Are there 5 words or letters? It's 5 words. It's a full sentence. It's like a full phrase. There are 5 words that we have converted into, we have encrypted. You have to decode those 5 words. And to make things hype up, I'm going to reveal the prizes. So first, the winners will get a free merch of the SEDS Juniors of the year 2026. And 2, a custom-made 3D printed SEDS Juniors ornament for the 3 winners we're choosing, which are the first 3 submissions. So then, Hunters, best of luck. Now be careful and be accurate. One mistake can make you an astronomical failure. Sorry. Hi. So there's only 7 minutes left for you to submit your answer. And you can also find the final hint, the final clue or conclusion is in the submission portals. You can find it there. That's a hint reveal. And yeah, be quick and good luck. Well, since you guys can hear me, right? So, since people have asked, we're going to increase the time for another 6 minutes. And yes, there's a huge hint we're going to give. The order of the decoded letters, so no, the decoded codes it's in the final clue. We have highlighted the flyer name, and you have to arrange them in that order. And that's the final clue that we can give. Good luck. And also check the captions for clues as well. That's where the clues are. So guys, time's up. You can quickly send, even if you want to resubmit, you can resubmit. And yes, the winners will be announcing very soon. Give us 2 minutes time and the winners will be announced. If there are any more answers, please submit quickly.
Please give us a few more minutes as we are still selecting the winners. We will announce them shortly.
Oh, well, guys, time's up. And yeah, we have concluded the winners right now. And wait a minute. The savior of the mission has finally appeared. And with me right now, I have the names of the 3 winners. So we have to note a few points. The winners in this hunt receives a custom SEDS Juniors 26 ornament and a SEDS Juniors merch that is said to be released later on here. And also with the load of many answers, some were incorrect, but there was one correct answer and other 2 were very close. So the 3 places are based on the most closest answers that were submitted. So with that, now it's time to reveal the winner. And the winner of the code hunt of the Galactic Gathering is Dinod Hasmira from Nalanda College, goes first place. And second place goes to Situm Bandara, Situka Sanujana, Bandara Naga Central College. And third place goes to Sanulli Aliyanagi from Muses College. Congratulations to all the winners and very well done. And our committee committee members will reach out to you soon and talk about the distribution of your prizes. And as for others, don't get discouraged. I can see a handful of answers piling up. It's worth the try, and it's certainly amazing to see. But it's all right. This is just the beginning for everyone. And until then, thanks for participating and keep hunting for the best. Hope you guys enjoyed and hope you'll stay with us strong for the next year. And much love for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. And once again, congratulations to our winners of the night. We truly hope you all enjoyed the event. As we come to the end of our program, I would like to highlight a few important points. Now, one of our committee members will be sharing a link to a Google form in the chat. If you would like to join us as we move forward, we kindly request you to take a few minutes to fill out this Google form and join the WhatsApp group using the link provided in it. This WhatsApp group will be used to share updates and to recruit members for our subcommittees. So if you wish to join SEDS Juniors and to be a part of our growing community, please make sure to complete the Google form and join the WhatsApp group. Additionally, we would love to hear your valuable feedback about today's event. We kindly ask you to share your honest opinions as your feedback will help us to improve future programs. Last but not least, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today and for making this event truly memorable. We hope you enjoyed the AGM and that you will continue to join us at our future events. My special thanks goes to our guest speaker, Ms. Benedetta Fasini, the President of SEDS Sri Lanka, Mr. Windu Abesinghe, and the former President of SEDS Juniors, Timandi Heva Patirana, for spending your valuable time and being with us today. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the current Board of Officials for your dedication and hard work in making this event a success. We hope you found today's session inspiring and that you will join us on this journey. We count on each and every one of you to bring your curiosity, passion, and ideas as we work together to advance the space sector in Sri Lanka. We look forward to collaborating with you to create a meaningful impact. This is not the end, it is just the beginning. Thank you everyone and have a good night.